Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. We have another leak from another phone. This time the phone is from Xiaomi, is the Mi 11 Ultra. And I was thinking Xiaomi is spelled Xiaomi. So why wouldn't you read it like Xiaomi? 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 I don't know. It's a weird spelling. It's a weird word, but I guess you say Xiaomi. So Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra is a phone that was leaked by a YouTuber called Tech Buff. Some of the specs on the phone are that it's going to be a 5G phone. As we know, all phones are going to be 5G phones going forward. So it's going to support 67-watt fast wireless charging. It's going to have a 6.8-inch curved OLED screen with refresh rates of up to 120 Hz. It's also going to support that Snapdragon 888 processor. Now, why am I making a video about a phone that sounds like any other phone in the market or that is about to go to market? It's a very simple reason, and here's why. So let's start with that camera. Do you see that bump? You see how big that camera bump is? The camera bump is like huge. Like the phone is literally going to be like a seesaw. It's going to be like this when you put it into on a table or something. So let's talk about the specs on this camera really quick. So the camera is going to have a 50 megapixel main sensor, a 48 megapixel sensor, a wide camera with a 48 megapixel telephoto camera with a periscope zoom lens. It's going to be a amazing camera in theory, assuming that the software in the camera is just as good as the hardware that the camera has. Because as we know, pictures nowadays on cell phones are not only the camera that they have, but also the software that they have with that camera. But the reason why I'm making this video, and the coolest thing to me, and pretty ingenious too if you think about it, as you can see in this picture, there is a tiny display in the back of that camera. You can use it to mirror the main screen, and I guess when you're taking a picture or something. But the coolest thing of it is if you're actually using the back camera to take a picture, which I think it should be something that you should be able to do without having to struggle by now. By 2021 should be able to support. The best camera on your phone is this camera right here. The one in the back of the phone is the best camera on the phone. So to try to take a picture like this and you cannot see what is happening, right? You gotta kind of use a mirror or figure out a way to be able to tell by using this camera. I think this is a really good idea of using that big space that's back here, because this is, if you think about it, it's a lot of wasted space. And I get it that there's internal things that are back here. Okay, I understand. If freaking Apple and Samsung are getting rid of chargers and headphone jacks and SD card ports and all that, they can figure out a way to stick a tiny screen like this phone is doing. So when you take a selfie picture with the back camera, which is something that you should be able to do, you have a way to see yourself on that space. So this phone is a leak because the guy made the video and then he took it down almost immediately after he made the video. Clearly the phone is going to come out at some point. When, I don't know, but it will come out at some point. To me, this is one of those small innovations that don't require tons of money, tons of R&D to bring to market or to create, but that in the long run can actually be useful if you are someone who takes a lot of selfies. And let's be real, there's a lot of people that take selfies a lot nowadays, right? Instagram is one of the things that come to mind that people do all the time. Having something like this is actually really useful. And I don't see that adding a tiny screen like that will cost tons of money. It's something that seems pretty cheap to do. Am I saying that I wish every single cell phone has this going forward? No, but if there's some cell phones that have it going forward, that will actually be an added feature, an added bonus to the phone that you have, to the phone that you're going to use. Of course, as I said, you cannot buy this phone in the US because, as I said before, can't have nice things. If you want to buy this phone, you have to import it. You have to buy it from China, or I think there's other countries in Europe that sell it, so you can probably buy it from other places in Europe. Xiaomi phones, not only this one, but any other ones. You just got to keep in mind that if you're buying directly from China, it most likely won't have the Play Store, the Android Play Store. So, you know, there's a little issues if you do want to get this phone and you want to import it, that you might be missing out on some things. So keep that in mind. But it's definitely something that you can get. Make sure you do some research before you do. What do you think about the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra? Is something that you think is pretty cool? Do you think it's something that other companies should add? Do you think that little screen in the back is a useful addition to a phone lineup? Let me know in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe, give us a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.